Hello, how are you fine people doing today? How am I, you ask? Not great, truth be told. This isn't my favourite time of year, to be honest with you. Actually, it's my least favourite time of year. Don't get me wrong, I'm not a killjoy. I'm not against others having a good old time at this time of year, or any other time of year for that matter. It's just the whole atmosphere, the whole mood of New Year's Eve, and the way people behave on this day, and on New Year's Day. How can I put this? It rubs me the wrong way. Yeah, it does. Christmas, on the other hand, is great. You know, I love Christmas. Some people say it stresses them out, but not me. I love giving out presents, love receiving presents. If Christmas didn't exist, someone would have to invent it. It's just the right medicine for midwinter, I think. So, I can't knock Christmas. New Year's Eve and New Year's Day, on the other hand, I could definitely do without it. Every town and city throughout the land gets taken over by the crazies come today, New Year's Eve. People screaming Happy New Year at complete strangers, acting like maniacs. Then of course you've got drunken idiots, male and female, groping at you, trying to kiss you, slobbering all over you. Ugh. It's a nightmare. And it's the same every year. Another thing which irritates me about New Year's is the false optimism. I hear people making their little resolutions and saying things like, next year will be different. Next year's gonna be my year. This year has been bad because of this, this and this, but I'm not gonna be held back any longer. Next year I'm going straight to the top, and blah blah blah. Do people really think that their lives will magically transform into something wonderful when the clock strikes 12? It's sad what alcohol does to the human brain sometimes. In this country, and it's probably the same in a lot of other places around the world, everyone, or at least it can seem like everyone, expects that everyone else is doing something for New Year's. As if going to a party or an event of some kind at this time of year were mandatory. And people who say, oh, I'm not doing anything, I don't celebrate New Year's, are the recipients of shocked and horrified looks, I've noticed. It's happened to me before too. What is the point of celebrating the end of one calendar year and the beginning of another? I ask you. I don't bother with New Year's celebrations anymore. I haven't for quite a few years actually. And my advice to people is don't bother either. Spare yourselves the expectations and the disappointment. Spare yourselves the hideous January 1st hangovers. And spare yourselves the regrets and maybe even the self-loathing. Keep your money, keep your self-dignity, stay home, relax, put your feet up, and just let the whole silly business of New Year's celebrations pass you by. That way, you can start 2012 all bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, can't you? You don't have to follow the crowd. You don't have to abandon your self-dignity. You don't have to suffer the shrunken brain and the severe memory loss. You really don't. Just say no, is my advice. Say no to New Year's. Make life easier on yourselves. Come on. You know it makes sense. You don't need to count down the clock. You don't need to sing Auld Lang Syne. I hate that song so much. You don't need to make silly, drunken resolutions either. But if that's what you want to do, if that's what makes you happy, who am I to stop you? Take it easy, folks, and I will see you in 2012.